PR. I don't know. I think I Shove Lucy could quit her day job unless singing is her day job.
I believe she also sings the anthem at a lot of their home games for Red Stick Roller Derby. She skates for back in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So beautifully done there by I Shove Lucy. And I think, Gretchen, we are now ready to get going. Let's go ahead and read our rosters for our first game here.
Sounds good. I'll go with Saskatchewan first. No, I'm going to read the whole roster for the team because they deserve that.
Yes, indeed.
Unfortunately, some of them are still in transit because of the snowstorm that covered the northeast part of the USA earlier this week, yesterday. So we've got Gypsy Joe, Bashin Bindi, Cakes, Scott Free, Fish, Pterodactyl, Shell on Earth, Schmidt Disturb Her, Smashinator, Nikki Fury, Nemesis, Holly Trouble Thumper, Bellicose Blonde, Malcury, Attica Flinch, Terrorizer, Dame Tamer, Abolish Her, and Like Seriously, skating for Saskatchewan, who'll be wearing the black.
And in the white, you'll see Team Louisiana starting off with Papaya on Fire, Rock Her Pepper, Desi, Cinnamon Rolls, Doler, Carmina Piranha, Grand Theft Autumn, I Shove Lucy, Bree Hicks, Frida Beast, Foxy Clea Smackia, Little Miss Maggot, Small Fry, Ms. Murder, Brawla Dean, Blazing Bayou, Huckleberry Gin, and Animaniac, and Rest in Pieces.
Okay, that's pretty good timing. Here comes the first whistle, and the first jam of BOTAS 2019 is underway, and we have a Louisiana lead jammer.
We do. That is Rest in Pieces, number 8, who is out of Big Easy Roller Girls in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Nikki Fury with the star for Saskatchewan, clearing the pack now as a scoring pass in action. Oh, Nikki Fury might pick up a couple as Louisiana decides to go long.
Well, Rest in Pieces got knocked down, had to crawl back through the infield to get back in the pack. She did make a scoring pass, though, picks up the full 4 points.
Yeah, and, not to be a nitpicker, PR, but this year it's a scoring trip.
It is.
It's not a scoring pass anymore. One of the interesting wrinkles in the 2019 rule set, I believe.
Also, for you who may not realize in the rule set now, we no longer have the 5-point passes. You've only got a maximum of 4 points because the jammer point is now history.
And there you go. There's another 4-point scoring trip there for Rest in Pieces, and really throwing them up now 11-0 in favor of Louisiana.
And Reston through on the outside of turn 4, another scoring pass, the other 3 points on that one.
Yeah,
no pass, no penalty.
Terrorizer for Saskatchewan trying to hold them off, but okay, that's a 4-point Nikki Fury trip now.
So both teams are on the board now as we keep skating here in jam number 1.
Oh, big hit for Terrorizer there, taking down Rest in Pieces.
But Reston quickly right back up. She's a very intent jammer. She skates with a lot of forward motion, and she's very, very intent on where she's going. And she gets another scoring pass there for another 4 points.
Okay, the Saskatchewan team is really kind of skating short-handed. As I said, some of them were not able to make it because of the airline difficulties. That is going to be the first 2-minute jam of BOTAS 2019.
So it's like a 20-point jam for Louisiana. They take a 20-4 lead. And also, Gretchen, we mentioned Team Saskatchewan not being at full strength this game. So some of our great host league, Bucksmont Roller Derby, are going to be subbing in to kind of help out Saskatchewan in this first game.
That's right. It's going to be Lady Macbeth, number 4, number 34, Bonnie Collide, 1337, Pop-Tart, and 138, Moonchild will be skating for Saskatchewan in this one.
And looks like jamming for Team Louisiana, number 999, Animaniac. Also a Big Easy Roller Girl. She gets lead jammer. Fun note, if you watched Battle of the All-Stars last year, you probably recognize Animaniac. But she was wearing a different team jersey. She was skating for Team Kansas.
Yeah, there are a couple of different ways that you can skate for a team, whether it be residency or, the league that you're involved with right now. Bonnie Collide for Bucksmont, skating for Saskatchewan, trying to complete that initial trip for Saskatchewan.
Meanwhile, Animaniac knocked to the outside before turn 3, going to reset quickly behind the pack.
Yeah, 24-7 the score right now in favor of Louisiana. And, of course, this is going to be a 40-minute game.
Yep, 20-minute periods. Oh, a track cut going to be called on Animaniac. First jammer penalty of the game.
That's
of the
right.
weekend, actually. So
yeah, Bonnie Collide, though, still on that initial trip. And right now being held off on the inside of turn 3 by Little Miss Maggot for Louisiana.
But now that gives Team Louisiana the advantage in a way because now they can focus on keeping her back while their jammers in the penalty box.
That's right. And yeah, well, now Little Miss Maggot's going to have to sit down as well in the pivot position for Louisiana. So now there's their numbers in place for Saskatchewan. The star is passed to Pterodactyl, and Pterodactyl now bumped out by Desi.
Desi, Animaniac back into play excuse me, for Louisiana. Now skating around, trying to get through turn number 4, but nice work by the Saskatchewan defenders up front, but almost keeping it in bounds. Animaniac tried to dance that line, but could not keep it together.
Yeah, that was scot-free with that defensive stop on the inside of turn 4. Hey, we want to shout out to our live stream sponsors, Spank Alley, the only fully adjustable roller derby armbands on the market, 187 Killer Pads. They've been designing and constructing pads for top pro athletes for the past decade. 888. Derby isn't your typical sport. It's more like a carefully choreographed mosh pit on wheels and stakeware.
Nice. I like that comparison.
Okay, Moonchild now, lead jammer designation for Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan with 7, Louisiana 28.
That's Sask's first lead jammer of the game. Meanwhile, jamming for Louisiana, that is 375 cinnamon rolls.
Oh, Moonchild sliding through on the straightaway, puts up a quick 4. Star pass on the Louisiana side.
It is Little Miss Maggot taking over jammer obligations for Louisiana.
Moonchild now going face to face. And this is a jammer on jammer here as Miss Maggot. Oh, high block on Moonchild. That taking one for the team on the Louisiana side because Moonchild really dished out some contact there.
She did. Now the power jam situation for Little Miss Maggot. Skating on the outside of turn 1, another scoring pass, 4 more points for Louisiana.
Yeah, 36 now for Louisiana, 11 for Saskatchewan. Moonchild quickly re-engaging and sliding through. Oh, we have a track cutting penalty now. That is going on Foxy Cleo Smack.
No, sorry, that's on I Shove Lucy.
Oh, and I Shove Lucy, okay.
Oh, meanwhile, nice apex jump in the corner of turn 2 by Little Miss Maggot. If you remember last year, she had a very good showing for Team Louisiana last year, so she's trying to get back to that status again, and she's on her way with a really nice apex jump for a scoring pass.
I'll say it's 25 seconds left in the jam. Moonchild left. We have a question on the comment section, and we're going to get to that in just a second, about how many penalties there are to foul out in this 40-minute format. I believe it is 5, but we're going to clarify that for sure. Thanks for asking. We're up to 105 viewers now, and another 2-minute jam expires. 24-12 on that one is the score, but Louisiana hops up the lead to 52, Saskatchewan on 19. I'm going to go find out. I'm going to talk to our NSO table. PR, can you take this for the next couple of minutes?
Yes, I will, Gretchen. We'll have an answer for you shortly. Remember, if you have any questions, feel free to ask us on the feed. We want to also, once again, I thank our great friends at Nerd Derby, our friend Chad Newt, running our Twitch feed here. Here we go with our next jam at number 4, Rocker Pepper, jamming for the first time today for Louisiana, up against Pterodactyl for Team Saskatchewan. Pterodactyl looking to go on the outside. Meanwhile, Rocker Pepper on the inside takes us fill in turn number 1. Rocker Pepper coming from the North Louisiana area. Twin City Roller Derby. Through on the inside. Lead jammer going to go to Rocker Pepper.
Okay. Well, hey, thank you so much to tournament head referee Axis of Stevel and Coconuts Chanel. A little clarification there. Yes, it is a 5-penalty foul out in this 40-minute format. What do we got on the track, PR?
We have our lead jammer Rocker Pepper for Louisiana up against Pterodactyl for Team Saskatchewan. Nice block out there by Papaya on fire on Pterodactyl.
Yeah, putting the whole enchilada down on Pterodactyl was Papaya on fire. And again, multi-trip runs for the Louisiana Jammers, making a difference so far in this one. Rocker Pepper already with 10.
Louisiana losing Foxy
11,
to the penalty box in that last exchange, but Rocker Pepper still working in the front of that pack, busting through the Saskatchewan wall, picks up another 4-point scoring pass for Louisiana.
Yeah, that'll take Louisiana to 68. Pterodactyl still on 19. Now Saskatchewan on 19. Pterodactyl fighting hard for those 4 points. Rocker Pepper's going to keep on going as the penalty box empties.
Saskatchewan blockers trying to kind of key in there on Rocker Pepper. She gets to the inside, and now has to reset to the back behind, almost back to the jam line. Nice reset there.
Yeah, and you see the Bucksmont skaters at the front of the pack dueling up. That's Lady Macbeth and Bonnie Collide. The last line of defense holding off any more scoring, but another big jam for Louisiana.
19-point jam.
Yeah.
71-25 your score. Louisiana with the lead. About 10 minutes left to go here in our first period.
Well, Saskatchewan, as we said, the Saskatchewan skaters here actually rented an SUV at the Toronto airport to drive themselves here to Hatfield. That's how much they wanted to play this game, PR.
That's dedication right there, Gretchen. You are correct. Here we go. Lead jammer for Louisiana. That is number 757, Small Fry.
Okay, Nikki Fury now jamming for Saskatchewan. Nikki Fury looking for an assist from Abolisher.
Meanwhile, Small Fry through for scoring pass. Give her 4 points. Small Fry, again, another Big Easy Roller Girls representative on Team Louisiana this year.
Oh, ducking under the defense, but Terrorizer looks to have gotten enough of her. Oh, yes, pulling the cut. Nice defense for Saskatchewan is going to result in a power jam. Nikki Fury pushing the front.
Trying to get around the last block on the way out. Number 34, Desi, has to let her go by. Scoring pass picked up there by Nikki Fury.
Yeah, that's a big 4. And with 55 seconds now left on the jam clock, this will be a 2-minute jam. Nikki Fury showing some nice footwork, holding inside the lines. Oh, we hear a whistle now. Oh, a direction is going to go on Little Miss Maggot. So forward progress continues for Nikki Fury.
So now working on 8-point passes. Nikki Fury, Small Fry looking for her second scoring pass to be completed. She does make it. 4 points there. So now an 8-8 jam as we skate.
And both jammers quickly into the pack again. Well defended there.
Penalty whistle blows, looking for the call.
Yeah, that was Nemesis holding the outside line for Saskatchewan. 4 more going up for Nikki Fury. Nikki Fury with 12 on the jam. That takes Saskatchewan to 37.
And that jam gets whistled off. 4 more points picked up by Louisiana. Looks like 2 more for Saskatchewan, so a 12-12 jam.
Yep, 83 Louisiana. 30, oh, 2 more go up at the end. So 14-12 on the jam. Saskatchewan on 39. Louisiana 83, 7 minutes and 35 seconds to go in this first period.
And looks like a timeout going to be called by, I believe, Saskatchewan.
Yes, and in this truncated format, shall we call it, it's 2 20-minute periods. The teams get 2 timeouts for the entire game. It's in 1 official review, which cannot be retained.
Yep.
So that really puts a onus on the bench staff to make sure to make it count.
Yep.
unless, of course, you're getting down towards the end of the game
Of
in a
course.
close game. Well, hey, why don't we thank Spank Alley again for sponsoring this wonderful live stream. Thanks you for watching, too. PR, we're up to 144 viewers.
That's great. We're good. It's good to have that many viewers on for our first game of the 4-day weekend here.
That's right. That's right. Spank Alley is the only fully adjustable roller derby armbands on the market. They're also shipping worldwide. Check them out at www.spankalley.com.au. And we want to thank 187 Killer Pads as well. Started by a longtime skater in a family-owned upholstery shop, 187 Killer Pads has since become the preferred choice of skaters worldwide.
I'm sure there are a lot of 187 pads out there on the track this weekend. Here we go with jam number 6, Moonchild, jamming for Saskatchewan against Rest in Pieces for Louisiana.
Oh, Rest in Pieces causes great contact, but did it cleanly. Meanwhile, Moonchild slicing through lead jammer Saskatchewan.
Reston got caught up in that little scrum in the middle of 1 and 2. Moonchild took full advantage and went around that outside to pick up lead.
Neither team has been playing hit and quit. We've had a lot of 2-minute jams. This time, Moonchild is going to call the jam. You can't blame her on that one. First 0-0 jam of the period. Saskatchewan still 39, Louisiana 83. 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go in period number 1.
And we're only going into jam number 7. So that once again shows you, like you said, these long-running jams we've had so far. That was the first real short one pass. Not necessarily hit and quit because there was no point score. There's nothing jam.
Chad, the maestro of the replay, showing Moonchild picking up lead jam there. Thank you so much. Oh, boy, that was fast, PR.
Number 999, Animaniac, picking up lead jammer once again for Louisiana.
Yeah, Moonchild going back-to-back now. This time making it a little more difficult, and Animaniac goes airborne for 4. Moonchild out of the pack.
Animaniac loses a blocker to the penalty box. Carmina Pirana taking a seat for a moment. Jam is going to be, oh no, a track cut going to be called on Animaniac.
Cut. Now this is a dangerous situation if you're Louisiana. Moonchild on a power jam could rack up a few. Here she comes.
Trying to break through those last couple of Louisiana blockers. She does make it through, picks up the full 4-point pass.
That was just sheer determination, really, and choosing the right line. Okay, the pack has stopped for the time being between turns 3 and 4. Moonchild's trying to pick her spots. Oh, and beautiful offensive clear out there by Scott Free for Saskatchewan.
Right through on the inside did go Moonchild, picked up the full 4 points.
And let's see, okay, 47 now for Saskatchewan, still 87 for Louisiana, and Animaniac has been released from the penalty box.
Louisiana up front trying to key in on Moonchild. Carmina Pirana trying to brace that wall, knocks Moonchild back into the pack.
Well, PR, you know, I think she was doing more than trying. It looked like she really had that on lockdown.
She did.
Both teams on lockdown right now.
Very good defense here by Louisiana. But Animaniac back into play, through the inside, picks up another scoring pass for Louisiana.
Yeah, Animaniac has that ability to change directions so quickly. There's still 10 seconds to go in the jam. Animaniac looking for more. A multiplayer block's going to send Doler to the penalty box for Louisiana.
Meanwhile, Louisiana's jammer Animaniac through once again another 4-point pass, and the jam comes to an end.
Okay, more going up for Moonchild. So let's see, 12 to 11 on the jam. Saskatchewan keeping it close here, narrowing that gap in the final stages of this first period, but Louisiana on top by 45 points.
95 to 54 minutes left to go here in our first period, entering jam number 7 here, game number 1 of the weekend, 2019 Battle of the All-Stars in Hatfield, Pennsylvania. We have 375 Cinnamon Rolls jamming for Louisiana up against Pterodactyl for Saskatchewan.
Pterodactyl taking the inside line, staying in bounds, putting on the speed. Lead jammer for Saskatchewan. However,
Cinnamon Rolls through the pack as well. Pterodactyl trying to get some orders to her pack. Oh, but she's going to get a track cut call on the inside, did not quite keep it in bounds, so We do have a power jam for Louisiana, and we're going to go the full 2-minute jam.
We certainly will. Pterodactyl, with so much speed, lost control at the wrong moment. 4 going up now for Louisiana. Saskatchewan needs to focus on defense right now.
And they do. Cinnamon Rolls are going to try to break through that defense up front, but nice work.
Yeah, that's Pop-Tart, one of the Bucksmont skaters, working over Cinnamon Rolls, but Cinnamon Rolls perseveres. 4 more going up for Louisiana. That takes them over 100 to 103.
Cinnamon Rolls, of course, another representative from Red Stick Roller Derby in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
That's
Gets into turn number 4. Sorry, Gretchen.
Well, I was just going to say, that's one of the names that I love, because, of course, that's what Baton Rouge means. It's Red Stick.
Red Stick, there you go.
Sort of like Mardi Gras and Fat Tuesday, you know? The same. Okay. Well, that was Jam 8. You see, we've got a lot of 2-minute jams in this first period.
107 to 51, your score. Louisiana with the lead. Closing in on the 2-minute mark.
Yeah.
To go in the first period, Gretchen. We're going to enter jam number 9.
Okay, 107 again, 51. This could be the final jam then of the first period.
It very well could be.
The way we're going, we want to thank you all for watching. And Saskatchewan says, this is great. I get to watch my girls play from Saskatchewan. Well, we're as excited as you are to be here watching these battlers take on Louisiana in the first game. Nikki Fury wearing the star for Saskatchewan.
And that's number 23, Rocker Pepper, who's your lead jammer for Louisiana.
And she was held off by Murder, but smartly continued the forward progress. So, Nikki Fury out of the pack.
So 4-point pass there for Rocker Pepper. Now trying to make another scoring pass. Breaks on through to the scoring side. Picks up 4 more for Louisiana.
Okay, Nikki Fury looking for points now. And wow, that very well coordinated defense now for Louisiana. They're passing off the responsibility for stopping the jammer from one defender to the other. Now they've got a tripod set up at the front of the pack.
Ms. Murder, I Shove Lucy, and Frida Beast working as hard as they can to keep Nikki Fury back. Meanwhile, their jammer, Rocker Pepper, threw for another scoring pass. Give her 4 more points, Gretchen.
Yep. Yeah, Malcury for Saskatchewan duking it out in the middle of the pack now. Getting up to the front, holding off the outside line. There's Malcury taking Rocker Pepper to the outside. The rollback completed by Pop-Tart. Yeah, and we've got 2 seconds difference between the period clock and the jam clock. Doesn't look like Rocker wants to call this one off.
Now Scrum Pack still moving through turn number 2. Rocker Pepper trying to break through on the inside, but gets denied. Now tries an outside lane. Gets knocked down and quickly going to reset back in the apex of 1 and 2.
Yeah, that was a nice defensive play there by Lady Macbeth, kind of throwing herself at the Louisiana jammer, and it was successful.
And a jam comes to an end, and our first period comes to an end, Gretchen.
Yeah. Wow. Well, some great action here in the first of many games this weekend. We want to thank you for tuning in, and once again, Chad, the maestro on the instant replay here, giving us an opportunity to see Rocker Pepper slide through for lead jammer there. Yeah, Louisiana, well, they seem to have the answers right now, but Saskatchewan was able to score several points, and boy, I tell you, a power jam here, a power jam there. Interesting to see what we're going to have in the second 20-minute period. We want to thank 888 Protective Gear and Stakeware. Stake says protect yourself from impact. Full contact wear and action sports. Check them out at www.stakeswear.com.
And we will be back for our second half shortly. Our score at halftime, Louisiana 123, Saskatchewan 55. We'll see you in a few minutes for the start of our second half.
There you go. all of the comments that I saw seemed pretty positive.
Yeah.
And grateful for the the stream and everything. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Not right here. There we go.
We are back at the Battle of the All-Stars 2019. Welcome from Hatfield, Pennsylvania. I'm Gretchen Little, PR Mageddon, here with me with the second period of Louisiana versus Saskatchewan.
123-55. Louisiana coming in with the halftime advantage. Big first half there for Louisiana. Got to try to keep that momentum going. Of course, the winner of this game, Gretchen, actually plays again later on today at 1:30. They will play Team California.
Yes. So, great geographical coverage here at the Battle of the All-Stars this year. If you're watching at home, thank you for pulling up the bracket there. California is the number 8 seed in the contest, of course, and the next game, as you can see in your left-hand corner of the screen, lower corner, Ohio versus Montana will be coming up after this one. But these two teams have a score to settle yet. Louisiana in the white jerseys, if you're just joining us, Saskatchewan in the black, aided by a couple of the host league skaters from Bucksmont, and here we go.
Jam number 1 off and skating. Rest in pieces out front for Team Louisiana. She's your lead jammer.
That's right. Bonnie Collide, one of those Bucksmont skaters, jamming for Saskatchewan and almost found daylight up front. Now does make it through. She's one trip behind, though.
Rest in pieces again through for her scoring pass. 4 points completed. Remember, for those maybe just tuning in for the first time who weren't really aware of the rule change, there's no more 5-point passes. A jammer lap point is gone, so we only have 4 points of the max pass.
Oh boy, rest in pieces there with a quick 4-point trip as Bonnie Collide getting stuck for a second. Now she found room on the inside of turn 4, 4-4 on that trip, but one ahead is rest in pieces, so it's 12-4 now on the jam.
Reston now trying to slice through the front of that Saskatchewan wall. She does. Another 4-point pass picked up for Louisiana. Gives them now 16 points as we skate.
That's right, and Louisiana doing a very nice job defensively and choosing to run these jams long. That's one of the things that many people speculated on after the jammer lap point was removed from our rule set, was how would teams react? And if one were to watch just this game, one would say that maybe you're going to see more jams run long.
I think that's a very good strategy, especially if you're in the lead.
Well, sure.
So yeah, run those jams, run that clock.
20-4 on the jam right now in favor of Louisiana.
Reston getting beat around in the front of the pack. Trying to wedge around the outside.
Malcury now for Saskatchewan, giving her the business, but it's going to be an out of play call going against Malcury. So
jam will come to an end there. 1 more point picked up by Team Louisiana. 3 on the last pass for Saskatchewan.
Malcury coming from Saskatoon Roller Derby League. All the way down to Hatfield.
That's it. 148-62 your score. 152. Now a 29-point jam picked up by Rest in Pieces. 62 points for Saskatchewan. 17.5 minutes left to go on our second period, Gretchen.
That is correct. And now we've got, looking on the outside and making it through. That is Animaniac for Louisiana, lead jammer.
As we mentioned, Animaniac skated last year for Team Kansas, moved to Louisiana toward the end of last year, so now she's skating with Team Louisiana.
Yeah, Nikki Fury with the star for Saskatchewan, coming up against Little Miss Maggot now at the front of the pack. Miss Maggot getting some help, and Nikki Fury still working on that initial trip.
Meanwhile, Animaniac finds an inside line, skates right on through to another 4-point pass.
Yes. And already with 8 on the jam. Okay, Nikki Fury out of the pack now for Saskatchewan.
Now able to score, but meanwhile, Animaniac looking to get some more points, leaning up on Terrorizer for Saskatchewan, but a multiplayer block going to be assessed to Saskatchewan on that play.
Yeah, Nikki Fury now completes that first scoring trip. Nikki Fury representing the Weyburn Roller Derby Association from Saskatchewan. We have a cutting the track penalty, sending one player from each team to the penalty box.
That was Desi for Team Louisiana picking up the multiplayer, I believe, the track cut call, I'm sorry. Meanwhile, Animaniac threw for another 4 points.
Yeah, Animaniac says, I like this. I've got she's got the feel on this
I'll
jam.
keep putting points on the board if I can. Let's keep doing that.
There we go. Oh, Nikki Fury gets a hard shot there by Huckleberry Gin, and she's going to have to reset.
Huckleberry Gin's going to pick up a contact penalty on that. It'll be a forearm penalty. So she will skate over to the penalty box.
Yeah, Nikki Fury taking one for the Saskatchewan team. And now a track cut is going to send her to the penalty box. The jam will expire.
But luckily for Louisiana, as that penalty was assessed, Animaniac called off the jam. So that's basically going to freeze her in the penalty box. So the first real power start of this game is going to happen on this next jam in favor of Team Louisiana.
That is correct, PR. And let's see. Pack advantage in favor of Saskatchewan, but power start in favor of Louisiana. And wow, that is
cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, some slippery jamming there.
It's all that icing just slid right on through the pack. Lead jammer does go to cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Saskatchewan thought that they had her pretty well bottled up, but she was able to just slip through.
Cinnamon rolls, very, very adept jammer at finding the smallest creases in these walls to break through. That's a perfect example right there, as now she's making some scoring passes. First one complete for 4 points.
Okay, Nikki Fury standing, now released from the penalty box. The power jam is over. Cinnamon rolls already with 4 points on the board. Louisiana on 176, Saskatchewan with 70.
Cinnamon rolls back in the back of the pack, had the reset, now through the pack on the inside. There she goes, another 4-point pass for Louisiana.
Everybody's out of the penalty box now. It is 5-on-5. Nikki Fury pushing at the front. I heard a whistle. No, okay. That is a well-earned trip through the pack for Nikki Fury, but Cinnamon rolls now with 12 points on the jam.
Nikki Fury through the pack for a 4-point pass there. Nice job by Nikki Fury staying up and keeping that bounce in the line there.
Nikki Fury caught the Louisiana defense napping a little bit there, PR.
Meanwhile, Cinnamon rolls again for a scoring pass of her own for 4 points. There's 16 points now as we skate.
Yeah, Saskatchewan now up to 8 on the jam. But Cinnamon rolls, choosing to let it roll, and you can't argue with the results.
Nikki Fury on the outside gets around Huckleberry Gin, but runs into Blasian Bayou, but able to keep skating. Picks up full points, but a track cut call assessed to Cinnamon rolls.
Then the plot thickens now as Cinnamon rolls is going to be sitting for 30 seconds as this next jam starts.
So a power start now in favor of Saskatchewan.
That's right, and the Bucksmont skater Moonchild is going to take the star for Saskatchewan. There's 12 minutes and 35 seconds to go in this second period. Louisiana 191, Saskatchewan 82. And we have an official review being requested.
Saskatchewan, I believe, is calling the review.
Okay.
So might be looking for maybe some points or...
Neither team has used a time. Well, no, I take that back. Yeah. Saskatchewan used a timeout in the first period. Now they are exercising their official review.
They are. We will see what the results of that review will be shortly. And as we said, Saskatchewan will start the next jam on a power start. So let's talk about our sponsors here, Gretchen.
That's right. We want to thank Spank Alley for supporting the stream here that y'all are watching. We want to thank you for watching as well. Spank Alley is the only fully adjustable roller derby armbands on the market. They're also shipping worldwide, so check them out at www.spankalley.com.au. We also want to thank 187 Killer Pads. They've been designing and constructing pads for top professional athletes for the past decade. Started by a longtime skater in a family-owned upholstery shop, 187 Killer Pads has since become the preferred choice of skaters worldwide.
Checking out our chat room here along with the broadcast. We have a, let's see, we have a Saskatchewan saying, thanks to the ladies that are helping out Team Sask while the rest of the girls are stuck in Toronto.
That's right, and boy, that's got to be, I was flying up from Florida yesterday myself, and I was worried that I was going to make it.
Same with
and
me.
The whole time I was watching, the national, the continental, I suppose I should say, air traffic situation coming into the East Coast. And it's really, again, big props to Saskatchewan. These intrepid skaters decided they were going to rent a van from the Toronto airport. And I've driven from Toronto to Pennsylvania a couple of times. That's not an easy drive to make, PR.
Not at all. I flew up from Louisiana yesterday also, and I was kind of worried myself that my flight might have some problems, but we able to make it from a direct flight pretty easily. Coming to the winter wonderland that is Pennsylvania right now.
That's right. The official
it was a good
review continues now. We're going to see on the track for Saskatchewan. We've got Abolisher representing Saskatoon Roller Derby League, and we'll have a little more information about that official review in just a second. Moonchild's going to be rocking on a power jam for Saskatchewan.
The official review was called by Saskatchewan looking to get an insubordination call on the Louisiana Jammer Cinnamon Rolls in the last jam for not going to the box when she was initially given the penalty. That review was sustained, so she did pick up an insubordination penalty.
Oh, so she's sitting for a minute.
She is.
Oh, this is a big break for Saskatchewan now. Moonchild in the control. Moonchild, an explosive jammer for Bucksmont. I've seen her jam several times as a Pennsylvania Derby fan. That's a 4-point pass. And let's see, there's still 20 seconds of penalty time to be served on Cinnamon Rolls.
And it looks like Saskatchewan trying to goat Papaya on fire in the back of that pack, but she's able to break through to get back up to the pack. But meanwhile, Moonchild once again threw for another 4-point pass, taking advantage of that extra penalty time.
Okay, standing up now in the penalty box is Cinnamon Rolls for Louisiana. She's been released, but Moonchild's looking for another 4. She gets it, calls off the jam, and we have life here at the Saskatchewan team. That is a big jam for the Saskatchewan All-Stars, taking them knocking on the door of 100. They've got 94 now.
So 191 for Team Louisiana, closing on 11 minutes to go in the game, heading into jam number 5 here in our second period.
Okay, the penalty box is empty, so we've got 4 on 4 in the pack. Both teams field jammers. We're underway.
Looks like our jammer matchup will be Small Fry for Team Louisiana up against Pterodactyl for Saskatchewan, and Small Fry breaks through first and earns lead jammer.
Yeah, that was a really nice offensive seal that the Louisiana pack was able to put on Saskatchewan. Easy sailing for Small Fry, getting on the outside straightaway.
And a nice note on our board here from our friend JL Sandman 2000. I know who that is. First scoreless jam for Louisiana since jam 6 of the first half. Not last jam.
Oh, okay. Well, now I've been 85 out there is like seriously not Abolisher. Thank you for that one, Boley 85. That's what we have on the on our information, but we've been corrected and we appreciate it. Given that Lee some the credit that she deserves, we appreciate it. Okay, now we have
Small Fry calling off that jam.
Yeah.
8, let's see, 8 as we look at it, maybe a couple more. 10-point jam puts Louisiana over the double century mark, 2:01. Saskatchewan still at 94, just over 9.5 minutes left in our first half, heading into jam number 6.
Yeah, and we had a successful star pass on the Saskatchewan side that made that kind of forced the issue for Louisiana. That was going to Pop-Tart, one of the Bucksmont skaters who's helping out. They told me they got a call last night that it might be that they were going to be put into action. Okay, back to the action. Nikki Fury with the star for Saskatchewan.
And that's Rocker Pepper for Louisiana, and Rocker Pepper through the outside. Lead jammer goes to Louisiana. They've had a pretty high lead jammer percentage in the game so far. I'm not sure the exact percentage, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty high.
Pretty well done, yes. Tara Lizer tried to take a shot at Rocker Pepper. Nikki Fury through the pack now, though. And, okay, we've got both jammers in scoring position.
Rocker Pepper knocked to the inside, going to reset back behind Tara Lizer.
That's right. Tara Lizer representing Gapland roller derby here in Hatfield, and we have a call-off.
Yep. And it looks like we have Rocker Pepper, who of course is representing a Twin City roller derby out of the Shreveport-Bossier area. And looks like a couple of points there for Saskatchewan and a 3 points for Louisiana.
3-2. That is a low-scoring jam for this contest, at least.
Yes.
As most of these jams have been at least 2 or 3 scoring trip affairs, but not that one. That was a defensive stand on both sides.
Here we go with jam number 7, Moonchild with the star for Saskatchewan, but lead jammer going to go to number 8 for Louisiana. That is Rest in Pieces.
Okay, Moonchild pushing at the front now, getting some help from Scott Free.
Meanwhile, nice work up front there. Bree Hicks, joined by Foxy Cleosmakia, Papaya Arfaya, and Doler, working up front for Louisiana, keeping Moonchild back, but getting some help now from her own blockers is Moonchild.
That's right, and meanwhile, Rest in Pieces is just lapping the field. Very dangerous jammer for Louisiana. Moonchild being held off again.
Meanwhile, Reston picks up, looks like 3 points, I'm sorry. So an 8-point jam so far for Louisiana, looking to get some more points on the board.
Oh, and we have another star pass on the Saskatchewan side. That's Pop-Tart again.
Oh! Reston lays out and puts that shoulder into Pop-Tart.
I don't know.
That was close.
That was close to a low block situation there, but
no penalty call. They're allowed to continue.
Absolutely. And, okay, so we got 50 seconds left on the jam, 6 minutes and 45 seconds. Points going up for Pop-Tart, helping out Saskatchewan. That'll prompt a call by Louisiana.
And like Reston picks up another 4 points as well, so a 16-4 jam, 2:20 for Louisiana. Saskatchewan in an even 100. 6.5 minutes left to go in our second period. Game number 1 here, the 2019 Battle of the All-Stars from Hatfield, Pennsylvania.
Brought to you by 888. Derby isn't your typical sport. It's more like a carefully choreographed mosh pit on wheels.
I love
and you
that.
better protect yourself. Get 888.
I love that
Protective
comparison
gear.
to Derby. A choreographed mosh pit on wheels.
All right. Well, we've been handed the bracket in paper form now. It's just those of you who are BOTAS fans will have had the opportunity to look at this before, but boy, there are so many teams this year who have a legitimate shot at going far. Meanwhile, on the track, Animaniac asserting lead again for Louisiana. Pterodactyl with the star for Saskatchewan.
Oh, big hit by Huckleberry Gin takes Pterodactyl out in turn 1. But meanwhile, through the pack, on the scoring pass, there goes Animaniac.
Yep, 4 going up for Louisiana. Louisiana All-Stars, of course, with the fleur-de-lis on the jammer helmet.
They got a lot of compliments on that last year here at Battle of the All-Stars. Very interesting star, Louisiana flavor.
Absolutely. That's we like to see the states taking their state pride and putting it on the track. That's one of the great things about this tournament.
Here we go. Animaniac through for another 4-point pass. Meanwhile, Pterodactyl makes her initial. Oh, leaps over the apex of 3, but couldn't quite keep it in bounds.
Yeah, that was well defended there. I believe that was Desi who held off on the inside of turn 3.
Desi, a great blocker once again out of Twin City Roller Derby, Shreveport, Bossier area. Jam is called off. 16-point jam for Animaniac and Team Louisiana now gives them 235. Saskatchewan still at 100.
Saskatchewan will play again. They've got more derby ahead of themselves this weekend. Here we have the instant replay of that defensive stop on Pterodactyl. Boy. Oh, an official review possibly being requested
like
now?
Team time, official timeout right now.
Okay.
As we sit right now, official timeout. So we're waiting to see if it might possibly change to a review.
That's very possible. Now,
I see the Team Louisiana
wearing
captain.
the captain, yeah.
Captain is Ms. Murder, and alternate is Little Miss Maggot. They're discussing things in the infield, so it might change to a review. It might not change to a review.
Yeah, well, yeah, as the officiating crew is in the middle of the track discussing whatever the point of contention may be. That gives us a chance to say stakeware is a pretty good thing to think about if you're going to be a roller derby player. You can protect yourself from impact by wearing protective clothing. And that's what the stakeware concept is, and they've really evolved into the pads on the shorts, the pads on the jerseys, and it's good stuff. And we want to thank Stakeware for sponsoring this stream here at Battle of the All-Stars 2019.
It looks like it's still going to be an official timeout. It looks like our head ref for the game is talking to both teams, caps and alts. So giving them explanation as to why the timeout was called.
That's right, and we have Mr. Chad, the Thupid. Is it the Thupid? We want to thank this channel that Chad has put together.
Yes,
Thupid.
Indeed.
What a great way to bring roller derby to the world.
Yes, and we want to thank everybody who's tuning in on the Stupid Switch channel to watch.
Absolutely.
Cinnamon rolls.
Back to the action. Ooh, cinnamon rolls. Hope she didn't knock her noggin.
She took a hard hit, but got through for lead jammer.
Nikki Fury through as well. Cinnamon Rolls with about a half a track advantage right now. She is signaling to go, go, go as we have a skater in the penalty box. That's Lady Macbeth, one of the Bucksmont skaters helping out Saskatchewan.
And Cinnamon Rolls now working in the front of the pack, trying to get by the last couple of Team Saskatchewan blockers. Skates through with turn number 3. There she goes.
That will be 4.
That's it. 4 points for Team Louisiana.
Nikki Fury on a scoring trip as well, but getting held up by Frida Beast. Oh, but a direction of play penalty going on Frida Beast. That'll spring Nikki Fury for 4.
Cinnamon Rolls pushed out of bounds before turn 3. Now resets and goes back through the pack one more time. But Team Saskatchewan trying to lock down that front wall, but Cinnamon Roll just slips right on through again and picks up another 4 points for Louisiana.
That's right. Nikki Fury now, again out of Weyburn Roller Derby Association, puts up 4 more for Saskatchewan. But that was a quick 4 for Cinnamon Rolls.
Well, that was a good job by Louisiana's blockers to clear that inside out and kind of occupy the inside, keeping Saskatchewan on the outside.
Talk about that. Scott Free just opened up a lane for Nikki Fury, and now Scott Free bumps Cinnamon Rolls to the outside, and Cinnamon Rolls is favoring her left ankle a little bit. She's got a smile on her face.
That was a very physical jam for Cinnamon Rolls.
Was.
Starting off right off the bat, and that hard hit coming out of turn number 1. But we're going to hope Cinnamon Rolls is okay. I think she's okay. She had a smile on her face, which is a good sign.
Yeah, it's a long weekend here for the skaters, and that's one of the reasons why it's advantageous to have as many on your team as you can.
Correct.
That was a 14-12 jam. Louisiana is on 249, Saskatchewan on 112. Saskatchewan sends Moonchild to the jam line. Moonchild quickly gets lead.
And Small Fry jamming once again for Louisiana. Gets caught in the middle of the pack. Now makes her way through for her initial pass. So Moonchild up at front, trying to put some points on the board now, followed very quickly by Small Fry.
And Moonchild knifing through. That will be 4. Small Fry held up by Saskatchewan now, and Terralizer running to the front of the pack.
Forearm penalty assessed to Team Saskatchewan on that last pass.
Yeah.
519, I believe it was Malkery picking up the forearm. Oh, but a penalty going to go called on Small Fry.
That's right. No give up on the Saskatchewan side. Moonchild with the star on the power jam. There is 1 minute and 5 seconds to go in the jam. Moonchild already with 8, looking for that third scoring trip now.
We have about a 37-point differential between play clock and jam clock. So we're getting close to the end of the game here. 1:28 on the period clock as Moonchild makes through for another 4-point pass, working on 12 as we skate.
Moonchild with that deceptive speed. I'm not enough of a skating devotee to explain exactly how she gets her speed, but she doesn't move her legs a lot. Nonetheless, she develops speed, and so when defenders try to stop her, they often aren't able to. They have a star pass now, and that's going to Bonnie Collide.
Meanwhile, Small Fry made it through the pack on that last time for a 4-point pass, trying to get a few more now. And a track cut being called on Moonchild, but no longer the jammer.
That's right. Bonnie Collide is the jammer, and Bonnie Collide is getting popped by Carmina Piranha. Okay, the jam is going to time out. So more points will go up. 15 for Saskatchewan, 6 for Louisiana, 127 on the game for Saskatchewan, 2:55 for Louisiana. 15 seconds to go in this game.
We
number
might
1.
get one more jam up. We're lining up for it. We got a 5-second call by our jam timer, so let's say we're going to get one more jam in, and here we go.
Yes.
Last jam in the game, off and rolling. Rocker Pepper jamming for Louisiana against Pterodactyl. Rocker Pepper through for lead.
That's right. Pterodactyl thought that she had daylight, and it was closed right at the end. Lead jammer again for Louisiana. The period clock is done. We've got 1 minute and 39 seconds on the jam clock, and Pterodactyl is called for a cut. So this will be a power jam in front of in favor of Team Fleur-de-Lis.
Yep, and Rocker Pepper threw for her first 4-point pass of the jam. Looking to get some more now as the only jammer on track. She does go through in the inside, picks up another 4-pointer.
That's right. Now we've got a pack for Saskatchewan consisting of Scott Free and Terralizer. Terralizer does a nice job holding off the Louisiana pivot.
Meanwhile,
Saskatchewan quickly resets at the front of the pack.
Scott Free laid a nice lick there on Rocker Pepper, but Pepper right back up now on the outside. Takes a whip off of Little Miss Maggot.
Yeah,
but couldn't
the
quite take
power
advantage
jam
of it.
is over. Pterodactyl is out and through on the initial trip.
But meanwhile, points picked up by Rocker Pepper, 4 more for Louisiana.
Well, it would appear that Louisiana will be playing later today, taking on California.
They will, and it looks like Saskatchewan will move on to play tomorrow afternoon, I believe at 3 o'clock, to be a yet to be determined opponent.
There you go. Yeah, there will be plenty of opportunities for both of these teams to play again. However, Louisiana will be continuing in the potential medal bracket.
And Rocker Pepper now to the outside, but once again, comes up against a tough defense. Jam comes to an end, and Gretchen, we're at an unofficial final score as we get our last few points tallied up.
That's right.
Looks like an 18-0 jam in favor of Louisiana, so 273 to 127, our unofficial final score.
Well, 4 did go up for
there we go.
Saskatchewan,
Okay, nice.
So 131 for Saskatchewan, 273 for Louisiana. Next up, Ohio and Montana.
I believe we also will have some interviews coming up,
That's
post-game
right.
interviews with skaters from each of the teams.
That's right. We want to thank you for watching Battle of the All-Stars 2019. brought to you by Thupid's Twitch channel and Spank Alley 187 Killer Pads 888 and Steakware. We also want to thank the Bucksmont Roller Derby Dolls for hosting Battle of the All-Stars 2019.
We'll be back with our post-game interviews in a second.
All right.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out and sticking with us in between games. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do. I'm not sure how we're going to do in between games because I want folks to be able to find the games afterwards. So I'll probably have to start and stop the stream at some point. So we'll see what happens with that. Final score was, what do we got, Gretchen? Yeah, I'll get that for you. Yeah, so the scoreboard overlay, we'll have that going someday. Someday there'll be a scoreboard overlay. Should happen pretty soon. I've got to go do a little research on what's actually going on with that. That's how things work sometimes, right? So we're going to have PR Mageddon. He's going to do a little interview here, and I'll hand you over to PR Mageddon. Let me see if I can remember how this board works, right? All right, he doesn't know he's ready to go. He doesn't know he's on camera. You're good to go.
All right, here we go. PR Mageddon here talking with the MVP of game number 1 for Team Louisiana. Rest in pieces from Big Easy Roller Girls. Congratulations, Reston, on a win for the first game. Talk about the game. What was y'all mindset coming in, playing first off the bat, playing a team like Saskatchewan?
We wanted to work on a lot of things that we've been practicing, and so we went out there and we knew that, they had issues coming in just like we did, but we wanted to come out hard and hit it hard and show the rest of the teams what we're working with so that they don't underestimate us when we, take on them later on. So still wanted to give it everything we had. So.
Well, I know they had some people who were down, a few skaters because of travel issues. Talk about just having to play against a few skaters you didn't really know because of the Bucksmont skaters having to sub in.
They played. I wouldn't have known. I still don't know which skaters actually aren't on that team. So they played together really well. So they did really good.
Playing Team California later on today. It's going to be a tough matchup. They did a number, I think, 8 seed. Talk about that matchup coming in, what you guys are looking at kind of to get ready for that game. So close right after the first game.
Oh, it's going to be fancy. You just wait. We are ready to come in just as hard as we did this game and even harder. We know it's going to be tougher, and we're bringing our best game, our best pants, and we're ready to rock.
Thank you very much. Rest in pieces. Congratulations. Coming up next, our Team Saskatchewan MVP.
All right, we're going to send things over here to Gretchen here in a moment. We have some team photos happening off camera, so we're just waiting for those team photos to be done. And then Gretchen, we'll have your next interview.
Hi, how are you? I'm with Gretchen Little here with Scott Free, the MVP of this first game. Congratulations on making it to Hatfield.
Yeah, it was quite a journey to get here this year, so it's good that we got a game in.
That's right, and of course many more to come. Is there anybody probably watching that you'd like to say hello to?
A few of the skaters that I've coached at home are probably watching me and will be texting me of what I did wrong, which will be great. And just my family who's watching and supporting, just want to say hi to them and anyone from Pile of Bones Roller Derby Club, my home club now. So yeah, just.
Well, that's great, and we're happy to have you here. Talking about the game for a little bit, I tell you, for being down so many skaters, you all really were able to make a lot of defensive plays. Did you have a lot of experience with these other Saskatchewan players coming into the game?
Actually, our team's quite big, so a lot of Team Sask isn't even coming to this tournament. So it all depends on which game and who signed up from our team and who got chosen and rostered to play. We only actually had 7 of our team here, and then we had 4 pickups. Thank you for filling in. They were amazing. We truly are grateful that they came and played with us today. So.
All right. Well, hopefully a few more Saskatchewan players will make it by the weekend.
Well, they're supposed to be flying in tonight, hopefully, from Toronto. Yeah, we all got storm stayed there, and I rented a van or a vehicle and had 3 other skaters jump in with me, and we drove 10 hours through the nasty weather last night and got in at 4 this morning and 2 hours of sleep and got up to play. So. Well,
and you won the MVP in game number 1 of the Battle of the All-Stars 2019. Congratulations, Scott Free.
Thank you very much. Awesome, thank you.
Thanks. All right, we'll be back in, looks like it'll be 20 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. We'll have our next game. I'm going to what's going to happen right now, real quick, I'm going to stop the stream and then restart it. So don't go anywhere. We're going to just stop and start the stream so that it's easier to find later on when the skaters go back. And that's one of the things I always want to do.